Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Movies That Move. I hope you guys had a great summer. Me and my family certainly did. We celebrated birthdays through the month of August. Took a break from all of that in September, and we're back again, ready to talk movies with Black-centered characters, producers, directors, what have you. So today we're going to talk about a film called Gray Matter. And this is a Project Greenlight project. What is Project Greenlight? Project Greenlight started in 2001, was created by Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Chris Moore. And the purpose of Project Greenlight was to give new directors, producers, or actually directors, an opportunity to create a film with the support of people who've done it before for a long time, and they've had great success. So it's not an annual thing, it's a periodic thing, and it's been on Bravo and HBO. HBO still does it presently. They did this last one. They aired the last film. But each year that they have done it, they've produced a film from it. In 2002, they produced Stolen Summer by Pete Jones, directed by Pete Jones. Battle of Shaker Heights in 2003, directed by Kyle Rankin and Ephraim Patel. Feast in 2005, directed by John Gulager. And Leisure Class was the last one that was done in 2015, directed by Jason Mann. And I believe that was considered a revival season. It was canceled in 2016. The show was altogether canceled. It's like, this ain't gonna work. But it's back. And this time, Issa Rae's production company, Hooray, they guided this new director, Meko Windbush, through the whole process of creating a full featured film. Project Greenlight is like one part reality show, competition show, and one part documentary about the filmmaking process, which is different. It's great. I loved it. You got to see the whole selection process, who they chose to direct the film. And Issa Rae and her team decided, we want a woman director because, as you heard just a moment ago, since the beginning, there has not been a woman director. And so they put the search out. They interviewed a number of directors. People submitted projects that they had done. They went through, gave them a scene from the film, from the script, to go ahead and just share what your vision would be for this film using this scene. And Issa Rae's team voted on it. And at the end of the day, they really loved what Meko brought to the project, and so she was on. Now, when you meet Meko, she's real low-key. She's tall, obviously, basketball player, and I'm not saying that as a stereotype. You find out in the documentary, she really did play basketball. But she's real quiet. She takes in information. She's not, you would think she's not excited, but she's very reserved. That's the word I'm looking for. She's very reserved. And, she was constantly coached, share your vision, share your vision, share your vision. But when you're a little introverted, you don't talk too much, it's hard to convey, and it's hard to convey, and it's hard for people on the other side who are trying to coach you to really understand whether you get what they're saying or not. Trust me, I go through it sometimes. So you watch the process from beginning to end. You get to see the stresses that come with producing a movie, creating, working with a whole lot of other people. And, you get to see how it all comes together in the end. Now, is this considered a big success? It wasn't considered a failure. I'll say I don't consider the film Gray Matter a failure. I think, all things considered, this was actually a very good film. In watching it, it felt like an independent film. And that's not to say independent films are horrible, but they just have a different feel from big budget productions, if you know what I mean. This is one of those introvert trying to convey information moments, in case you are wondering. It read like an indie film. And one of the challenges that you see Meko go through is really taking feedback. There was, and you'll see it when you watch the documentary, there was a particular issue with really trying to convey the mother-daughter tension in this film, and really trying to make sense of certain parts of the plot line. And what Meko leaned into, at least this is what I noticed in the film, was she really wanted to put a little tension in the film, feed into the air of mystery behind who some of the characters were and why the main characters were in hiding, which I will get to in a moment. And by the end of the documentary, all the advice that should have been taken during the film, she acknowledged, yeah, after seeing it all put together, maybe I should have gone this way. Overall, like I said, this was not a failure. This is actually a good film. And it was left open at the end. So there's a potential, should someone decide to take it up, or should Meko say, hey, let's go for round 2, there's a potential for a sequel. Frankly, I think it would make a great television series. Just my 2 cents. But what is Gray Matter? What is it about? It's about a mother and daughter in hiding. Where are my cards here? Oh, the mother is played by Jessica Francis Dukes. Her character's name is Isla. Her daughter is played by Mia Isaac. Mia's character is Aurora. And the man in black is played by Garrett Dillahunt. And his character's name is Derek. I think together, the 3 of them, great casting. They're the main characters. Yes, there are other supporting actors. I ain't running down that entire list. But Isla is trying to train Aurora to use her powers. She's psionic, so she can teleport, she can move things from one spot to another spot, and unchecked, her powers make her capable to kill. And you do see that in the film, spoiler alert. And so she and her mother are in hiding because the man in black and his organization are looking for her, looking for Isla. And once they discover Isla has a baby, they will do bad things to Isla's baby. And so the secret gets out. And Derek, the man in black, catches up with them. And then the rest of the film is what happens after. Trying to get away, learning how to use her power, Aurora learning how to use her powers, and discovering her mother's secret. That's the crux of the story. I'm not going to tell you anymore in case you have not seen it. Definitely go ahead and watch it. It's enjoyable. My sci-fi thriller people will enjoy it. I'll say that this is light thriller. You know, I wasn't sitting there going, oh my God, or anything like that during the film. I was like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Who's the man in black? Why is he after them? I think that is the part that kind of dragged on a little too much, trying to explain who the man in black was and what he wanted with Aurora and Isla. And that's where I say, you know, Meko was really trying to play with the tension in the story. I think that was overdone. I think they could have gotten to the point just a little bit faster and probably added some things along the way if they were going to draw it out that long to kind of explain away why there was this urgency to remain hidden. So again, all in all, I think it's a great film. You can find it on Max, formerly HBO Max. And I'd love to see this story continue because, like I said, at the end, it was like, okay, what comes next? I need to know the rest of the story. So Meko, Issa Rae, HBO Max, Max. Yeah, you know, just go on and make this a series because I think it has legs. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me again after such a long break. I really appreciate every last one of you. Make sure you like, share, follow, tell a friend, tell your wife, tell your kids that this platform exists. Movies That Move We discuss Black films, Black adjacent films, films with Black directors, producers, and what have you. So come on in, join us. We're here weekly, unless we're on a break. We're here weekly, and we look forward to having you join the conversation about films like this. So until next time, people, thanks again for joining. Bye-bye.